Do you ever stand in front of a closet packed with clothes and feel like you have absolutely nothing to wear? If you do, I get it, and you are in the right place. For the past few years, that was my reality, and in this video, we're going to do more than just declutter. We are going to perform a closet audit to uncover your personal style, understand your shopping habits, figure out what you truly like so you can start the process of building a wardrobe with purpose that represents who you are and who you want to be. Are you ready? Let's go. So to be honest, I've spent the last few years in a major style rut. Getting dressed, it felt overwhelming, it was stressful, and I just haven't felt like myself. And this year I said no more, and I started studying to become an image consultant. In this process, I've discovered that true style is about so much more than just clothes. It's about understanding your personality to find what makes you feel amazing. It has been a therapeutic journey for me, and now I want to share the methods that I've learned so you guys can get excited about your style again. So step one, we are in the initial sort. This step, it's purely physical and it's about making quick decisions. We're gonna go through every single item in your closet, and I mean everything, and you're gonna place these clothes into one of three piles. So these piles are the yes pile. These are items that you absolutely love, that you have in your closet, that you wear on a regular basis. And actually, instead of being thrown into a pile, you're just gonna leave these hanging on the rack. The second pile is the hard no pile. These are items that you know you do not like for whatever reason. Don't worry about the reason right now. We'll get to that later, but you don't like it, it goes in the hard no pile, and I like to donate my hard no items to Goodwill afterwards. The third pile is going to be the maybe pile. This is for an item that you grab and you're like, I think I like this, I'm not sure. Put it in the maybe pile. Remember, this step is supposed to be fast. If you start trying to answer all the deep questions now, you are never going to get anywhere and you're automatically just going to be overwhelmed. So now that we have our piles, it is time to dig deeper to understand the why behind our choices. This part is what I like to call the therapy part. So there are going to be a total of 4 key questions that you're going to ask about each pile. So the first one is, what don't I like about it? Is it the fabric? Is it the fit, the color, the print? The next question is, have I worn it in the last 6 months? If not, why? Third question, does it fit me properly right now? Not what your goal body is, but the body that you have right now, today. And our fourth question is, how do I feel when I wear this? Do you feel confident? Do you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you feel like you're trying to maybe be somebody you're not? Answering these questions is going to help you stop making the same shopping mistakes again in the future, and you're gonna also learn a lot about yourself. Now, I think that some of you might be saying, well, what about if the color looks good or doesn't look good on me? What if the item suits my body shape or doesn't? These are important questions, and I do have videos planned to touch on those topics more, so be sure to subscribe if those are things that interest you, as I have learned so much in my studies. But for right now, we are going to just stick to one thing at a time, because when you try and tackle it all at once, that's where you end up going wrong, and you just get very overwhelmed and you don't really end up getting anything done because you sort of freeze up because you're just overthinking about so much all at the same time. So now that we have our piles done, I like to start off by answering those 4 questions with my yes pile. So these are the clothes you have left in your closet. So when I was answering the questions of what I like about these pieces, I realized that so many of the things that I like about them, some of them are for the wrong reasons. They're more like memory keepsakes. So like, this dress was the dress I wore on my bachelorette party. This shirt I wore on the first date with my husband. We've been together for over 16 years. So some things that fall into these categories, I think it's okay to do them like a sentimental pile that you can always come back to, because sometimes it's hard to part with those things. Another pattern I found in my like pile is color. I have a lot of tops that I like the bright and bold colors of, but I don't actually like wear them a ton, and I don't like the quality itself. Like they just kind of feel, you know, a little cheap, nothing special. So I think I'm gonna actually remove more of these items and put them in the hard no pile. So jeans is a tough one for me. I counted 25 pairs of jeans, which is horrible because I really only wear maybe like 5 to 6, but I like them all. And when I sit and I think about why I like them, I found pairs that were from like my super skinny days way back when that I can't fit into a size 0. I don't think I'm ever gonna fit into a size 0 again. Another pattern I noticed is that I actually really grab dark to medium wash jeans. Like I like a darker wash or more of a medium wash, but I have several pairs of light jeans that I like the way they look on other people. So that's why I end up buying them. But when I put them on, I don't like the way that they look on me. So I think it's one of those things, if I see how they look on somebody else, I wanna look like that. But when I apply it to myself, it doesn't work. So I'm gonna go through and remove a few more pairs and think about it more and probably move them to my hard no pile, maybe the maybe pile, and come back to them. All right, so next up are my dresses, and the ones that I have kept in here so far, I've sort of saw this pattern of, I like how they look, but some of them I just feel like don't really work for me anymore, or they're quite old and a little dated. Some of these I bought when I was in my 20s actually, like late 20s. So I just don't know that they serve me. But I did make a mental note again. I like these brighter colors. I like more of the satin fabric. I love a good jean dress. So those are things that I made mental notes of, is that I like color and a little bit of texture. So my winter wear that I have is quite minimal. It takes up the least amount of space in my closet because I live in Florida. It never really gets that cold. I do have some older hoodies down below that aren't like anything special, but I like them because I like to wear them. They're just comfortable when I'm walking the dog. So those are gonna stay. But everything else that I kept up here, I do like. I like the color. I like the fun of like some of the fabrics. So I'm gonna keep it. Some of the pieces are old, but I actually wear them on a regular basis in the winter. And the nice thing about Florida winters is that the clothes hold their wear because you only wear them like once or twice a year. So once you get through your like pile, I then like to move into the hard no pile. One thing that is important to remember is once you put an item into this hard no donate pile, do not change your mind. You still wanna go through the items and answer those questions so you can learn from past buying habits, but I really recommend not changing your mind because you put these here for a reason and we don't need to backtrack on it. I counted up all of my hangers that I removed from my closet that made up the clothes in these two piles, and it was 110 hangers. I don't know how many of those are in my hard no pile, but it feels like very exciting to have done that actually. But anyways, the biggest thing for me that I learned when going through my hard no is that just so many of my clothes are super old, like decades old. I probably bought this dress when I was like, I don't know, 26 or something. And a lot of them are just basic items that I feel like don't really do anything for me. I don't like the fabric. I certainly don't like how they make me feel. I feel like they kind of just don't do anything for me at all. And then some items also just make me feel like I'm trying to be someone I'm not. Like I had a couple business casual pants that are just, they're not me at all. I don't feel good when I wear them. So make sure you go through and answer the questions for each item so you can compare your answers for the no pile to your answers from the like pile, so you get a better sense of why it is you're not liking stuff, why it is you are liking things. So now that you have gone through your like and your hard no piles, when you now go through your maybe pile, it's going to be much easier and much faster because you've already answered those questions from the like and hard no pile about what you like and what you don't like. So I call those the learning piles, and I like to do them first because I feel like if you start with the maybe pile, it just can sort of stump you. And I just think it goes much easier after you've already learned some stuff from the first two piles. So when I started looking through my maybe piles, I realized that it is filled with a lot of clothes that I bought for maybe a special occasion or like a fantasy version in my head. So for example, I have this skirt here that I bought, and I really do like it. I bought it for a wedding, but I've only worn it twice. In reality, what I have going on in my life, it's very rare that I'm gonna be able to wear this anywhere. It's not like something I can casually wear down. So I think that instead of keeping it, I'm just gonna transfer it over to the donate pile. I also have pieces that I have bought just because I loved the color, but I didn't think about where will I actually wear this. So this jacket, I bought it 2 years ago, and I love, love, love the color. I love the texture. And I think when I bought it, I came up with these scenarios in my head of like, oh, I can wear it here, I can wear it there, but I have not worn it anywhere yet. I wore it in 2 videos filming, but I've never actually worn it out of the house. So it just sits in the back of my closet collecting dust. However, I love the color and I love the feel of it, and it was very expensive. So I have a hard time parting with it. So I would love for you guys in the comments to let me know, should I keep it or should I donate it? For right now, I'm gonna put it in my maybe pile. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Just one more look, guys. Keep it, yes or no? So my maybe pile that was this big to start with, I was actually able to get it down to the size it is now, getting rid of a lot of it, which I think is very, very positive. If you are on the fence about something, just remember to go back through those 4 questions. If your answers to those 4 questions don't serve you, it's gonna go from the maybe pile or the like pile into the hard no pile. Okay, so after I went through all of my maybe and no piles, I did come back into my closet for my yes, and just went through some things again, and I was able to take out a few more items. So I've really condensed this down a lot from where I started. So just take your time. We've got less jeans, less tops, less dresses, but they all are pieces that work best for me now. And now I'm gonna feel less overwhelmed when I come into my closet. Going through this process, you are going to have a lot of real aha moments. It's about figuring out what your closet says about you now, and then answering the question so you can decide on what you want it to say in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a heart emoji in the comments if you did. And if you wanna find out about your body shape post-closet audit, you can check out this video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.